Hi everyone, welcome to a new video, and this time I quickly want to show you how to make use of the macro editor in Studio One. And it happens quite often that I have a little part here. Let me just quickly play that part for you. So just in case, let me just open this. I'm using this quartet spiccato pad from Afflatus. And what happens that I just copy a part like this. I just hit D, the key D for duplicate, and I just highlight this part and want to move it up an octave. So like this. So you get something like that. Okay, so basically up an octave. But the thing is to just, let's undo this. If you just hit this, if you just select this and you just hit you hold it with the left mouse button and then you just hit the Alt key and you see that little plus hopefully appear, and then you just move it up, and sometimes it happens you do something like this, and then an hour later in the arrangement you just, well, what's going on here? Or you just have the the snap offline, not offline but deactivated, and you do something like this, and then it's like, so it's not really that good. And especially, it's not really like a biggie. You can do this pretty quickly, so it doesn't really take longer than like 3 or 5 seconds. But how many times a day or in the week you're using this and then add it up to the month or the whole year? So we actually, plus a lot of other things you do without doing shortcuts. You save a lot of hours here, actually. So again, going back to the macro editor, I just quickly want to create a macro, which is basically a chain of commands. And I want to assign this chain of commands to a single key, a shortcut, so I can quickly execute this. And for doing this, you have to be aware what I'm doing here if you want to, or what you have to do to copy it an octave above. So the first step would be that you need to copy the part. You paste that part, but you have to paste it at original position. Otherwise, if you do it like, you have your cursor here and you just hit copy, so you hit Control C and Control V and you copy it at cursor position. This shouldn't happen. So you want to paste it at the original position, and then you just want to use to move it up an octave. So these are basically 3 commands. And what I'm doing to create this macro is you go up to the Studio One menu here, the tab, and go to Macro Organizer, and then I hit New. And what you see now is you have a list of commands. These are all the available commands in Studio One. It's a lot. And on the right side, you see my to be created macro. So I'm naming this copy octave. And what I'm doing right now is I'm looking for the copy command. So, and I just quickly hit double click with the left mouse key, or you can just hit the add button here. And then I'm looking for paste, and this is what I want, paste at original position. You add this too. And the next one, it's a little bit funny. It's called extend. Up extend, I think. So this is up extend, and I'm adding this too. So up extend means that you move something up 1 octave, and you just hit OK. So we named it copy octave, and we have these 3 commands going on. So I hit OK, and now you can see this here in my list. And to see or to use this, you just quickly can highlight this right now. There is actually a note missing here, so I'm just, whatever, doing it like this. And now I can select this, and I go, just in case you don't see this here, you have to hit this little button here so you can see your macros. And then you go to action, and you I just had like a monitor glitch basically because I'm recording it. So now you see the menu here. So you go to copy octave, and now you see that you created this part exactly an octave above at the original position without taking care where your cursor is at. So now you created this. I mean, this takes quite a while to, to just select this and then go to action and then go to copy octave. So it takes longer actually than just holding the Alt key and drag it up. So what I want to do now is I want to create a shortcut. And to go to the shortcut menu, I hit Control comma, or Control comma, or you could go to the Studio One tab again and hit Options, and then you go to the keyboard shortcuts. And now you can search for copy octave. And this is the macro we created. You also see that it's sorted into this macro fields. So if I would have more macros right now with copy, you would see them all in this list. Especially, right now you see macros and you hit copy and paste and copy to new layer, whatever. So we have this copy octave, and now you have to assign it to a key. So for this tutorial, we just assign it to the numpad 7 key, whatever, just to, assign it to some key. And I hit assign, and then I hit apply, and I hit OK. And what I do now is when I select this part and I hit my 7 key on the numpad, it just creates this part an octave above. So probably had the voices too low, so I just have to use it maybe. No. So it stopped playing. Yeah, it hit this. Just good, we got this sorted out. So I just raising the volume, the layers, the maximum voices, sorry. And now still not. I have to do more. Well, this doesn't really, let's put it to 1000. And so just in case this happens to you, it wasn't planned, but it can happen. Okay, now it works. Okay, wasn't planned, sorry about this, but you get the idea. So I put this up an octave pretty easily by just hitting my numpad 7 key. And you could go even further. You could say, you add, just to keep it easy for now, we just end this here. But just to give you an idea, you could also say, go on and put in another action of just humanizing the octave above and lowering the velocity, because most of the time it sounds a little bit more, realistic when you just, when the octave part is a little bit lower. Okay, you could also go in and do some humanizing, so the above octave part sounds a little bit different than the part below, but this, I will leave this to you. And of course, this is not limited to do stuff like this. So whatever you wish you would have a macro for, you could, you could try whatever you want. Just give it a try. You just go to this macro organizer, and then you create a new macro, and then you can just pick whatever you want from this menu and build a new macro. You name it, and then you hit. Then you got this in your list here, and when you go to your shortcut menu, you can just dig it out as we did with copy octave, and then you assign it. In this case, I assigned it to the numpad 7 key. You can assign your new shortcut to whatever key you find it, as long as you remember what you did. So it gets kind of difficult when you have lots of shortcuts going on. But anyway, so I hope this was kind of informative to you and helped you a little bit. And as always, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.